Just like that, 5,500,000,000,000 XRP vanished. Could this be a problem, bullish or bearish? In addition, the Genius Act, which established stablecoins, has now been formally passed by the Parliament. Tell me what this means. Will this cause the cryptocurrency market to go wild? Or is it just going to be another story that gets a lot of attention but doesn't really change the price? What the VP mentioned regarding Jerome Powell and the Fed's current predicament will also be discussed. Greetings, lovely individuals. Greetings, earners of cash. Hey, how's it going? I slept through the night. Feeling good. Just give me a lovely smile so I can radiate positivity. That's all I ask. Hit that like button, like a boss, because likes on Wednesday are totally free. Here's hoping this video gets 3,333 likes. All right, let's go in. I have faith in your abilities. With a loss of 0.58% today, XRP is now trading at $2.17. There has been some reversal, as you can see. Remember how we said that XRP had reached the top of the stochastic RSI? Well, it's likely that the cryptocurrency will take a small break from its recent surge. XRP isn't the only one. Even though Ethereum has pulled back slightly and Solana and others have entered the market, Bitcoin has maintained its position over the $1,600 level. It closed above the resistance area and crossed over the daily mark. There was no daily close over that, therefore. We shall find out if we are able to close above this resistance level today. Right? The daily candle closed beneath it as it crossed over. Hence, despite the fact that the 4-hour closed above it, it will be intriguing to observe. Clearly, it has returned to that level. More often now, on a daily basis, it will be examined. That is why it will be an intriguing sign. Do you see further consolidation on the horizon or a positive momentum? Bitcoin has increased by approximately 8% compared to where it was a few days ago and where XRP was on the crypto market. If we could add another 8%, we would surpass all previous records. The recovery has been substantial, not enormous, but a 13% change in only 2 days would necessitate a break. Where is the money going? Where is the demand for purchases? The news made a lot of people happy, but what will really push the cryptocurrency market higher? Do you have any worries? I don't understand. Am I correct? As a result, the crypto market is seeing some assets rise and some assets fall as a result of all these factors. I can show you. What's happening here is a bit of a mixed bag. It will be fascinating to watch how today unfolds as we approach the weekend. On Friday, we will get PCE statistics, the favored Fed metric, so they can see how the economy is doing. Jerome Powell, the vice president, was slammed by me. I adore hearing the justifications for why Powell was able to slash rates by 50 basis points just before the election, but is unable to do so now when inflation is lower. One counter-argument to this is that they originally reduced it by 50 basis points with the hope that we would be in a better position to implement the change now. However, they are unable to do so at this time because they do not believe that the U.S. will be in a better position in 6 months. In response to the vice president's remarks, that is the plan B. And I understand. I can see arguments on both sides. I see that interest rates are being slashed in other countries while the U.S. keeps them high. Many Americans are feeling the effects of this. Investment power is being affected. However, the stock market, specifically the S&P 500, is near an all-time high. The Nasdaq closed at record highs. The Nasdaq just experienced its first golden cross since February 2003, specifically in March of that year. That golden cross caused a price increase of 82% throughout the subsequent 23 months. The strong relationship between Bitcoin and the Nasdaq is now well established. Is this the event that sets off a highly positive trend in Bitcoin, NASDAQ technology stocks, and the like? That is the subject. Carl Moon and others keep predicting that the next altcoin market will be massive, so investors should buy now and hold on for the ride. Am I correct? You never know when what you say will come true. He's been saying it for a while, but there have been setbacks. However, I will never give you financial advice, such as whether to purchase, sell, or hold. It was entirely up to you to decide to invest before you did it. Ultimately, the choice is yours to make. Every day, I have no idea what the market will do. Day trading and swing trading are both possible if you manufacture your own. It's creative work. In other words, it's a career. Am I correct? Keep yourself apprised of all developments. Many inputs are required. A large amount of data is required. Not everyone will enjoy it. For that reason, I don't let you in on the things that I do. Everybody makes errors. This is how I win. Everything is fine. Even though I have no idea what the future holds for the cryptocurrency market, I am quite bullish on it in the long run. All investments are based on conjecture. Speculation is inherent in any investment, whether in stocks, cryptocurrency, or real estate. You're continually guessing about how much more money you could make. Am I correct? Simply keep that in mind. What the fuck is going on with this DeLorean cryptocurrency anyway? I am uncertain. It is being promoted by every channel. Although they are putting a lot of pressure on this DeLorean token, I am not one of the lucky few who receive promotional tokens because I never promote any of them. I have no idea what's happening. You name it, every single channel is pushing it. Whatever is happening there, I have no idea. Just fodder for thought, but I can't recall ever seeing a token that every channel was touting become wildly successful. I made up my mind a long time ago that I would never do that, but certainly I do miss out on a lot of money by not advertising these things. Therefore, I think that is something that you all value. Now that the Senate has formally sent Genie's Act to the House, they can vote on it, and, if passed, send it directly to the President according to market trends. This happened yesterday afternoon. Additionally, the U.S. will be one step closer to greater transparency, stricter regulation, and the opening of the cryptocurrency market to its citizens. Am I correct? A lot more business will come in if corporations, banks, and organizations have a framework and believe that the U.S. government is all right with these things, okay? That is hence crucial. Plus, following the ceasefire news, there has been an uptick in the number of optimistic ETF inflows. Since more than 2 weeks, crypto ETFs have been our largest daily contributor. Can we expect the bull run to resume? That is the subject. Am I correct? Maybe we'll see a rally to a new all-time high in the next 2 or 3 days, and then we'll find out. Indeed, that is the central question that will arise. Will the 2 3s and 2 4s zone return to Xrp? Once again, the dominance of Bitcoin is the deciding factor in whether or not we witness that rally. Would we observe a decline in dominance or a surge to the 70s, a level we've discussed at length, and the significance of which we've emphasized respectively? The latest XRP Ledger version 2.5 was unveiled by Ripple. The fact that the blockchain is constantly evolving and getting better is crucial. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed this brief update. Take a look. Have I mentioned everything I wanted to mention on that? Yes. Very well. I want to assure you that I will never use social media to ask you to join up for anything or send me money. So, before we get into the recent events surrounding XRP, its volume, and some mystery XRP moving, I just want to remind you that a lot of con artists use my likeness as a pawn. Don't blame me. I am not a member of any social media platform. I only have this Maker Lev affiliated YouTube channel and this Twitter account. Nonetheless, there are several imposters who attempt to pass themselves off as me. So, exercise extreme caution while you're out there. Avoid any linkages at all costs. Do not fall for these phishing calls. With the rapid advancement of AI, it is becoming easier to trick you. Rest assured, I will never engage in any of those activities. People have fell for this, phony Avis, and other channels. Therefore, I repeat this in every video. So, exercise extreme caution while you're out there. Okay? Remember when we spoke about how XRP first began trading on CME? That's right, XRP